All right, so I'm at the warehouse the other day at work, and we're doing our startup, this little morning thing before everybody spreads out to their stations. And management gets up to make their announcements. And they announce that they're doing an appreciation day. Yay, appreciation day. You know, they're going to show their appreciation with pizza, the usual, and gift bags for everybody. And I'm thinking, all right, pizza, gift bags, let's see what's in the bag. So I open mine up and I see coloring books and crayons. Yes, coloring books and crayons for grown adults. Grown men and women who work full shifts, who got bills, who's got kids, who's got rent due or mortgage. And somebody decided the way to show us appreciation was a box of Crayolas. Now, I'm not really necessarily mad about the pizza. Pizza is whatever. Pizza's fine. Like I said, it's the usual. It's the crayons that got me, cuz that's not it's not a gesture anymore at this point. It's basically somebody looking at a room full of grown workers and treating us like we're in kindergarten. But here's the thing. That wasn't the first time I felt something like that. I mean, I've, had times in the past where I've, gotten the emails, the ones that had that subject line, a little something to show our appreciation. It's all excited, with exclamation points. But then I was younger. I was much younger, a bit naive. So when I got those emails for like 2 seconds before I, even finish reading it, my brain just takes off. It takes off running. Like I'm thinking, is this a raise? Is it better insurance? Is it actual time off? And then you get to the rest of the sentence and it's Pizza Friday or Wellness Wednesday or some corporate video hosted by somebody that you don't even know who it is. You've never met this person a day in your life. So the reason I'm bringing it up is because between the emails and the crayons, I've grown to know that this stuff doesn't get any better. And even though it does bother me as much as it does, I don't think that it's an evil plan. Hopefully it's not, although it could be. But again, I don't think that whoever, packed these gift bags was sitting there trying to insult anybody on purpose. I think a lot of these people genuinely believe they're doing something nice. And that's almost the weirdest part about this. Because although it's a gesture that can be kind, it can still land like a huge slap in the face. But if I had to guess what's actually going on, it's that whoever's planning this stuff is just they're really far removed from what the average person's actually dealing with. So when you're, lying awake wondering how you're going to cover rent this month, these people are debating donuts versus pretzels for the next quarter's appreciation week. And when your healthcare premium just, ate a chunk of your paycheck, they're ordering water bottles with the company logo on it, or apparently in this case, coloring books. And again, it's not because I think that they don't care, but because they're solving a completely different problem than the one that you and I actually have. And trust me, I've seen this from the inside too, because I used to be in management at one point. And there's always some version of a fun committee at almost every job. And every few months, they roll out something like an International Food Day, a raffle for a gift basket, a certificate with somebody's printed signature on it, congratulating you for 5+ years of dedication. And it looks like it came from the Family Dollar. But what really makes it worse, and what really, really bothers me, is knowing how much more these companies could do for their employees. Like seriously, a banner that says "You make this place great" probably costs about $14. a box of crayons and a coloring book probably costs less than that. So ultimately, you already know why these show up more than, a 2% raise. And that's not really an accusation. This is just me looking around at people that I work with, people that I talk to, and what I'm seeing is a whole lot of tired, drained, fed up people walking around smiling while they squeeze on a 10-cent stress ball that they got this quarter for helping the shareholders earn another, 50 million or so dollars each. That's my read on it, at least. I could be wrong, but it's what I'm seeing. So you learn to nod along in the meeting where they thank this incredible team for its resilience, which if you translate that, it usually just means you're doing the job of two people while, the third one quits and they never replace that person. You learn to act surprised by the pizza. You learn to smile for the photo. You learn to say thank you for the crayons. And underneath all that smiling, there's a quieter thing happening. People start to sense they're not actually being treated like people, and instead they're being managed. But sadly, this realization happens, later on in life, sometimes past a point of no return for some. And I think that's where the resentment from me actually comes from. It's not the pizza itself, not even the crayons really. It's the gap between how much you've actually given the company and the value of the appreciation gesture and what it actually costs the company to give it to you. So when I opened, the gift bag and saw crayons staring back at me, the question that actually stuck with me wasn't, why do they keep doing this? It was, why have I just kept accepting it? Because at some point, the free lunch, the little gift bag, they really stop being a nice little bonus, and they start being sort of a reminder, a real reminder that nobody's going to come fix any of this for me or for you. I mean, definitely not the fund committee, not whoever signs the certificates for 5 years of service, and definitely not the emails with the exclamation point. And I don't know that I've got a clean answer to that question yet. I know that I need to do something, and I'm still sitting with it myself, honestly. But I figured if I'm feeling it, some of y'all watching this are feeling it too. So tell me, what's the most insulting appreciation moment you ever got handed at a job? I got a feeling that the comments on this one are going to be pretty nuts. Let me know what you think, and I will see you in the next one.